Can Khalil Mack get his revenge? It's the coach. This is the start of Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's our first transatlantic game of the year, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders as a home team taking on their former All-Pro Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good the 25 now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Draw play. Cohen gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
23 yards, the final tally.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. 59. I'm coming.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 2nd and goal, Daniel. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey, exit. Check 50.
On first down, Locke. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The numbers for Ridley a week ago, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Locke going to throw, and it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Locke. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Into the red zone. It's Locke. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Daniel. He's got the hook up to Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy. Check, 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Daniel, this one into the hands of Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Daniel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Daniel. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He finds Taylor, complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of played into their hands. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Locke. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Locke, this one caught by Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Clock now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Locke to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st down, Daniel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Hand over. Get that quarterback. Head off.
They'll try the air now with Daniel. He's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Daniel now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Lock now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Faster. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Daniel going to let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniel. The screen pass here to Cohen.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
60 or. Pick it up.
A first down throw for Daniel. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm ready.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To the air again, Daniel. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
18 Gators. Watch the pass.
Throwing again is Daniel. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. To throw it is Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
A final shot before half for Locke. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel completes it to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On 1st down, it's Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Daniel. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, Daniel. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here we go. 60 or.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing again on 2nd down. Daniel, he'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Daniel. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Daniel throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On a a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you can...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
is one of our
she's singing
guys.
too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least
she's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The part.
Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Alex Erickson, his first touchdown on the year. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Locke. Second year in Oakland for Warner after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Our offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Locke to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From midfield, here's Daniel. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.